guys, this is Rob with AIM. Just wanted to take a few minutes to show you some of the background of what we call trigger point therapy. For those of you that have been training with us for any extended period of time, we've talked about trigger point therapy on our conference calls, inside your training workouts. But what we wanted to do was kind of show you a couple devices that you can use both at home as well as on the road. Very versatile tools. This first set is made by Trigger Point Therapy. If you go to their website, tptherapy.com, you can buy this. I don't get any money off of them, but the reason why I like you to remember that website is it's a tremendous resource for you when you start getting into soft tissue pains and aches, anywhere from your head all the way down to your toes. If you go to tptherapy.com, they actually have an anatomical chart on there where you can actually put your mouse where you're having pain and discomfort, whether it's in your shoulder blades, in your quads, calves, whatever, and it'll show you exactly where the trigger points are at, and it'll help you understand how to use these tools that we're going to discuss today. This first one here is, it looks like just a regular ball. It should look pretty familiar to you as if a tennis ball, so if you don't own this at home, you can still do the therapy. The reason why we use a tennis ball and the way that these TP massage balls are set up is they're soft on the surface. You could use something with a little harder surface like a golf ball, but you actually run the risk of injuring yourself, especially if you're new to this whole form of therapy. Okay? What is a trigger point? A trigger point essentially is a little nodule that starts to form at various locations within all your muscles. If you want to think about it from a neuromuscular standpoint, it's kind of where your body gets into some form of pain, sends a message to your head that you're in pain. The mechanism comes back down to the source of the muscle, tightens up further, and now you're in a pain spasm pain mode, okay? If you want to think about it as a light switch, what you want to do is you want to interrupt that neuromuscular pathway. So, for example, if you get a Charlie horse or something like that, the quickest way to get it to turn off is to put your finger right in the belly of that muscle, all right? Now, when you run into things like chronic dehydration, when you run into some overuse injuries, what you're going to find is the generation of trigger points. It's not a disease. It's not a problem that can't be fixed. But if you're not aware of them, you'll think that something has really gone wrong. You'll see your biomechanics will start to be adversely affected. So that's why we wanted to take the time today and show you how to use these tools. This first one here is just, whether it's a tennis ball or it's a TP ball, this is a device that we use for the lower leg, essentially from below the kneecap down, okay? What you want to do is you can use this either as a tennis ball or just a regular TP massage ball. And what you want to do with this, if you think about the muscles in your legs run horizontally, vertically this way, okay? So if you imagine the muscles, all the striations of your muscles run this way, what you want to do with the massage ball is you want to find a hot spot on your leg. And trust me, when you hit a trigger point, you're going to know it. There won't be any surprises. And what you want to do is you want to cross-friction massage. Notice that I'm moving. I'll look towards the camera so it makes it a little easier. All right? The muscles are running this way in the leg. I want you to cross-friction massage until you find a trigger point in your calves, or the muscle underneath your calves are called the soleus muscle. Okay? Once you find what we call a hot spot, all I want you to do is I want you to stay on that spot until the pain subsides. Okay? If you start putting some weight on it and then it finally gives away and you want to continue to work on it, you can add a little bit more weight by putting your other leg on it. But I want to warn you, it's not about how deep you get the trigger point turned off. It's a matter of finding it first, and notice that all I'm doing is putting direct pressure on a hot spot. You'll leave it there until literally the pain is no longer there. For example, as I'm rolling this around, I'll find a trigger point, and if you were to ask me on a scale of 1 to 10, what is that pain? If I say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's an 8, meaning 10 is the very painful, 1 is not at all. I want to keep on that pressure point until that 8 comes down to a 1 or a 2. It may take 30 seconds, it may take 2 minutes. That's why you don't want to rush through these, okay? Once that turns off, you just want to move down the leg a little bit further, start to cross friction, and again, all you're trying to do is feel for a hot spot. When you hit it, just stay on it, okay? Once you get to where the lower leg is nice and relaxed using a tennis ball, now you can use it up in the hip area, you can use it in your glutes, up in the upper hip area, by literally just sitting on it, but you need to be careful. Notice I'm supporting my weight with my hands, okay? What you don't want to do is bruise yourself and or hurt yourself, okay? So this is using what they call their TP ball. You can actually take something, it doesn't even have to be, an actual TP block per se, but what you're looking for is just something that increases the height and it can increase the depth a little bit. Notice now my leg is off the ground, the weight adds up a little bit faster. Okay. For those of you that are going to get in, look at buying the TP set, this little roller comes with it, and just so you understand how to use it, same idea, except this time you're just going to roll it up and down the leg instead of side to side with the ball. And again, all you're looking for is you're looking for a hot spot. What makes this roller so advantageous is if you think about the way that the back of your leg is designed, it fits in here perfectly. And what you can do is you can move all the way up into the middle of your calf muscles. Okay, the whole idea behind the block is it actually deepens the pressure on the trigger point, and then you can add on top of that the weight of the other leg. Okay, but the thing that I want you to understand with this is you don't have to go buy this set. All right, the set is it's a great asset to have in your arsenal for therapy, but the idea is knowing how to use it. So what we're looking for is start with cross friction, whether it's with a tennis ball or whether it's with a TP ball. Okay. And as you continue to progress and your muscles start to get acclimated to this procedure, you can move up to a golf ball. But you have to remember, a golf ball is going to have a harder surface. All right, the harder the surface, the more it's going to go into the tissue, and you could actually cause more muscle damage than you can repairing it. So just work smart with those. The next video that we're going to put together for you, we're going to go into the quadricep on both on the front of the quads, ITB on the side of the quads. So thanks for watching. Until next time. We'll see you at greatraces.net.